This is Dr. R.L. Weiser. I want to thank you for opting in for your resource guide. And this study is only a small sample of really a much greater study. But we'll be talking about the 5 influences that control our success or failure. And we'll start off with the first influence, and that's behavior. The step that most directly controls our success or failure is our behavior, or this is the influence. What we do or do not do, behavior, really means our actions. How we act, what we do each moment of the day will determine whether or not we will be successful that moment or that day in anything that we do. The right series of the right actions will always end up making things work better than the wrong series of the wrong actions. In most cases, if you do the right thing, you're going to achieve the right results. This influence involves even the simplest level of behavior. As an example, if you like your job, do the right thing at the right time and keep at it, there's a good chance that your job will do well for you. But if on the other hand, you do not like your job or your work and do things which work against you on your job, it won't work as well for you. And there's another example. If a student in school refuses to study, never pays attention, and misses a lot of class, that's all behavior, will the student do well in school? Probably not. If that student behaves in a way that says, I don't like being where I am, his or her behavior will ultimately cause a problem. The good grades won't show up, and if something doesn't change, eventually neither does the student. The same is true in your home life. If you don't like where you are in your home life, what will you do? If you're like most of us, in one way or another, your behavior, your actions will alert those around you that you are unhappy. The result will be an unhappy home life, or at a minimum, you'll have to live with disagreements and arguments and unhappiness in one form or another. On the other hand, if your actions are those which work for you instead of working against you, the likelihood is that things around you will have a better chance of working for you instead of against you. But it goes far beyond that. How you manage yourself, what you do, how you act, each and every moment, every word you speak, motion that you make, and action that you take or do not take will determine how well anything in your life works for you. It does not take a wizard to tell us that when we do the right things, there's always a better chance that things will work better for us than when we do the wrong things. But why do we do what we do? Why do we not do the things we know we should and so often say and do things that we know we should not? What makes us do what we do? What makes us act the way that we act, believe the way that we believe, and behave the way that we behave? Why do we ever do anything that works against us instead of always doing exactly that which works for us? It is because, is it because we don't know any better? No, we usually know what's right and what's wrong. The reason we don't heed even our own advice is because of something else which affects, directs, and influences or controls all of our actions. That's something that makes us do what we do is called our feelings. That's what we're going to talk about in our second segment. So I appreciate you tuning in. Check us out on the web, lifecatalyst.org. There's a lot more material about this in those programs. You can email me at rlweiser@aol.com or call me 630-881-0135.